Welcome to Bad Food Blocks, first video in 2 months, and today we're going to be making a chocolate cake and leftover Easter egg chocolate cake. I have this leftover Easter egg. I'll be melting that down with some with some cocoa powder, with some sugar, then mixing it with some eggs and some flour in the mixer over there, and then finally adding it to this Bunt tin to make a lovely Bunt cake. Bunt tins are fantastic for this type of cake, especially if you don't know the consistency, because that nice hole in the middle transfers heat to the middle and you end up with a nice evenly cooked cake no matter what you've done. So I'll show it at different stages. I'm not going to film the whole thing, but basically it's going to be 2 eggs, 200 grams of fat, 200 grams of flour, 200 grams of sugar, this entire Easter egg, and a couple of spoonfuls of cocoa powder, and I'm thinking self-raising flour, but there'll be a tiny bit of what we have over here is baking soda, baking powder there. Okay, great, thank you. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll show you some progress as we get through the thing. First thing I'm going to show you is me melting down the chocolate and how I achieve that. So here's how I'm doing the first part. I have as you can see, I'm boiling some water. I can keep it at a steady simmer, and I have this little Pyrex bowl which I put in the water. Then the chocolate goes in there. It's important not to have the heat directly hit the chocolate or it'll make it burnt and bitter. Isn't it lovely the way the camera picks up the light? It's nowhere near as bright as that to my eyes. Looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay, so now time to smash up the Easter egg. Doesn't it look yummy? And put all the parts in. Okay, so there we go, it's all broken up inside. I'm not worried about those little extra bits on the top there. They don't taste too bad, they'll just melt down into the mix and they might make the cake more interesting. So in here now we have 200 grams flour, 200 grams sugar, and 200 grams of, well, I would say unsalted butter, but it's not, it's margarine. But it's not going to make that much difference given the amount of melting chocolate that's going in there. As you can see, the chocolate is slowly melting. Look, I can't see that, that's black to me, but the camera's picking up very well. The water is boiling, bubbles coming up, and that heat is being transferred nice and gently to the chocolate as it's melting, so as not to burn any of it. That water jacket is acting as a good insulator, and this thing's kind of just about floating. It only needs like a tiny bit of water between that and the bottom of the pan. I've done this so many times with this little Pyrex dish, it actually has sort of like lime scale on the outside of it. So 2 eggs have gone in. Now 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder are going to go in, tablespoon, sorry. Damn it, I'm going to need 2 hands for that. Just wanted to show you this, as I actually think it looks quite pretty, all the way the powder's all dropped all over the egg and everything. Oh well, it's going to go in the mixer soon with the chocolate, which is approximately halfway melted. Getting there. As you can see, the volume looks a lot less once it all melts down. It's just a couple of, it's just maybe 150, 200, well, less than 200 grams of chocolate from a whole egg that filled this void here. Okay, let's be clear. This is molten chocolate. It does not take any prisoners. It burns you immediately. I'm sorry about the noise. And it sounds angry, but that is it's like getting burnt by treacle or something like that. It will immediately stick to your skin and burn you. So very carefully pour that into the rest of your mixture, like this, and then add it to the cake mixer. Why is there glue there? Oh, must have been gluing something and left it there. Anyway, I was watching a film on documentaries, documentary on volcanoes as well. So let's get that done and then get it in the mixer and show you what that looks like. And here we go, mixing the cake. Well, that doesn't look like it's going to. Oh, it's softening up. Get the butter out in the middle of that thing. It's looking more like a mousse at the moment. Right, the texture seems a little hard. There's maybe too much cocoa powder in it to even it out with a little bit of milk. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Also, isn't that beautiful? There it is, mousse-like and ready to go in the oven.
So beautiful, you should eat it.
I will. So first of all, let's turn the oven on to 160, just over, and I'm not going to put a timer on it, that's not how you cook these cakes, and then wait for the oven to heat up, then put it in. Thank you very much for watching. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. And here's the finished cake. I'm just about to turn it out of the tin. Doesn't it look yummy? Caramelized nicely on the outside, separated a little. I think it's still stuck in the middle, but we'll turn it out. You looking forward to it, Max?
Yeah, I'm eating my noodles.
Okay, and I'm cooking my noodles. And here we go. You can see it turned out all in one go. As you can see, it's looking fantastic. Mottling, the color, everything is beautiful. It twinkles in the light with the sugar crystals. And Max is really looking forward to some, aren't you? Okay. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
And stop poking the cake.
And hit and smash the wait, I know what
You mean notification button.